Why don't we just start out by, you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Okay. Ryan Wilson, I'm the founder of Camel Roof Racks. And my background, I actually went to school for industrial design. So studied products and manufacturing and learned a lot about software and how to develop stuff from concept through production. So I do have a good background to understand like why this all makes sense.
Talk a little bit about the company Camel Racks and like how that came to be, your focus.
To start, I've always been an outdoors guy, into mountain biking, kayaking, camping. I always like to get out and do stuff. A lot of my experiences with contracting in the past too led up to this because everything I did, I understood why things needed to work with a roof rack, whether it was a ladder, whether it was my kayaks, which I, have tied onto roofs for years. It helps me understand what priorities are really going to go on the rack.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to put a kayak on there. I know I want a deck up there for a little bit of a viewpoint. I know I want an awning mounted to the side. I know I want, at least one solar panel. And I know what it's like to destroy your van because you're dragging stuff up it. So, integrated rear roller made sense. I like things done right, and I really don't want to listen to something scream going down the road the whole way, or I'm going to want to get rid of it. So integrated wind deflector it was. We manufacture everything in local and central PA.
Okay.
Everything's designed here on the property, and it's sent to manufacturing. I pick it up and then either ship it out or do the installs over in my shop.
Okay.
So, but very much hands-on to ensure everything's, the quality control is perfect.
Maybe tell us a little bit about what you offer. I think you do at least a number of different vans and different lengths and stuff. Maybe a little bit about product, just kind of what you have so far and what you might see going forward, some options.
It's the Sprinters, Transits, ProMasters, and then the T1N Sprinters.
Okay.
These were specifically designed around the adventure van lifestyle and for more of a flat top, high top van.
Yeah. Rack companies there's a lot of really, really big rack companies. So I guess maybe your perspective on the benefit of ordering a rack, buying a rack through you, going to be the guy putting your rack on, going to be, so maybe if you want to elaborate a bit on, what the benefit from your perspective to the Camel approach to it for somebody who's thinking about, comparing some of the products.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a little bit different as far as my sales approach and the way I reach the market. Part of what I decided to do was to introduce myself as a semi-custom roof rack business and semi-custom structure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of aspects. I know it's just side rails and crossbars, but there's a lot of aspects that need to correlate. There's your crossbars, there's your roof vent, your air conditioners, there's the structure of the van, your cross members in the van, which it's not negotiable. By being semi-custom, it allows me to have that conversation with the consumer and be more of a consultant. So they actually get a detailed plan of their whole roof. Really want the customers to have a great experience. So customer service is huge for me, especially as a small company. I mean, it's critical.
If somebody's interested in a Camel rack, what's the best place to get in touch with you, to start the semi-custom process, social media? Where should folks go?
CamelRoofRacks.com is our website, and you can definitely go on there, and on the contact page there's after you've had a chance to kind of see an overview of our products and a sample of what we can do. But really I love the opportunity to have a conversation. That's my preference. Talk through it, work out the details, send me a picture of your van. That way there's no issues or red flags, any hurdles that I'm going to run into. Just having a quick visual of your roof, like it might just be a shark fin antenna on a Transit or something. It's helpful for me to know about that stuff. So that way we catch it early on in the process. I looked at the market, and I looked at manufacturing, and I looked at vans, and I was like, wow, I don't usually like to go back and reevaluate the wheel and try to recreate the wheel. But in this case, I felt like it was something that needed to be done. We now have laser cutting that's CNC, that's incredibly precise and accurate. So that seemed like a sensible tool to me. And it's also, like I mentioned, these are new vans. They're super high. Like, you got to change the design a little bit. I didn't want really high boxy side rails. I wanted something sleek and slim and factory looking. So yeah, it's just back to the drawing board it was, and Camel Roof Racks today is what I work through. And if I had to build the perfect rack for myself, I mean, still it.
You're looking at it.
Still
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.